player is Lavonte David. So now that the Lions are bringing in Larry Foote and they've already wrapped up Casey Rogers, do you see the Lions poaching any players from Tampa Bay? Now, we know that the linebacker room has been fairly depleted this season from injuries, but I think that we also need some players that can help elevate this room. With Derrick Barnes on an expiring contract, Alex Anzalone's only signed, I think, for another season. The Lions could be looking to obviously upgrade and elevate this room, but Lavonte David, a little bit older, right? He's 34 years old. He's spent every year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers so far throughout his career. Would it make sense for him to move and now that he's going to be a free agent this year to head up to Detroit with Casey Rogers and potentially Larry Foote to help this team push even harder to make a Super Bowl? So here's my quick notes. Obviously, we could use some significant enhancements on the defensive side of the football this season. When you look at guys that could potentially produce, whether it's sacks or getting pressure or stopping the run, Lavonte David kind of fits that mold. He's not a big sack guy. He's only had like 39 through like 12 seasons or whatever it's been with Tampa Bay now. But he is a proven playmaker, and he has been for over a decade. He brings a unique blend of athleticism, intelligence, leadership that could elevate the Detroit Lions defense and bring it to new heights this season. Playmaking ability, David is a consistent tackler with excellent instincts, a knack for disrupting plays, and throughout his career, he has consistently ranked among the league leaders in tackles, showcasing his ability to diagnose plays and react very quickly. So I do love what he puts on tape. Obviously, the Lions had some difficulty each time we've gone up against the Bucs over the past couple of seasons where he's been a consistent disruptor. He does have some versatility. He is a major asset in that format with versatility. He can play both inside and outside linebacker. So when you get into a situation that the Lions had this season, losing players to injury, Lavonte David can fill in nicely going left, right, or inside. He can do it all. Aaron Glenn, obviously, now that we don't have Aaron Glenn, we don't really have the same scheme, or we may not have the same scheme, but Calvin Shepard, being the linebackers coach, at least for now, would obviously love to have playmakers like a Lavonte David. His adaptability allows this defense to adjust to different offensive formations and personnel groupings. Leadership and mentorship, and I think it's the latter half there, mentorship, that I think is key. As a seasoned veteran, David really brings invaluable leadership wherever he goes, whether he stays at Tampa or moves on for another team or to another team for a Super Bowl run. Those qualities obviously are heralded in the Detroit Lions locker room. His experience and guidance to any new players, a young Jack Campbell or, another rookie that the Lions bring in this season would be invaluable, obviously helping them develop and improve. So proven success. Look, Lavonte David has consistently performed at a very high level throughout his entire career. He's earned numerous accolades, including a Super Bowl. I believe that was 2020 with Tom Brady. His track record of success speaks for itself, and he would bring a winning mentality to the Lions, which we already have. It would just be adding to it. My only concern here is, would we have too many chefs in the kitchen? Alex Anzalone is clearly the quarterback of our defense right now. Would this be too much for Alex Anzalone to have to compete with Lavonte David? Well, I think Alex is a consummate professional, and I think that Alex is going to want to have players on this team that can produce. And I don't think that he's going to shy away from players that can produce. In the run defense, though, David is a strong run defender. He can definitely fill the gaps, and he's been very effective at bringing down the ball carriers. His presence, in my opinion, would also bolster the Lions' run defense, which has been a point of emphasis for the Lions over the last 4 seasons. Again, moving on to a new defensive coordinator, I would not expect that to change. I think that you have to limit the run in order to limit the pass. As far as pass rush goes for him, while he's been primarily known for his tackling ability, he's capable of being a pass rusher. He's just not as effective as far as generating sacks. He does generate some good pressure, and that would be a valuable asset to the Lions when you're looking to get pressure on the quarterback from multiple angles and different alignments. Coverage skills. Now, this is where he has been known in his game to be elite. He's got really good coverage ability, and I believe that this is, again, providing flexibility for the Lions defense. I guess in conclusion here for Lavonte David, do I think the price is too high? He signed a one-year, $8.5 million deal last season. Do we know if he's going to play another year? Is he set to retire? All of those questions we'll know soon enough. But if the Lions were able to get him for, a $5-6 million deal for one season, I do believe that would be a great benefit to the Lions to bring in another veteran defender that doesn't have to be on a high pitch count. He's right now working out of a 3-4 defense. So he has the ability, like I said, left, right, and center. He can do it all. And I think that it would be obviously great to have somebody that knows the style of defense that Casey Rogers and or Larry Foote, if he does join, like to run. So that's my 5 minutes here on Lavonte David and the Lions bringing in potential free agents from Tampa Bay, since we are poaching some of their coaches.
You can do it!